Hey guys, if you're watching this on the replay, remember you can still tap the screen and give me hearts if you enjoy what you see, and you can still share this with your followers. I'd appreciate you doing that again if you get value from this content. Hey guys, welcome along. My name is Michael Cheney. Great to see you here. I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur. Devon, Oasis, Isa, Mrs. Kamara, we've got a lot of guys here. I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur since the year 2000. Nuskin Baby, great to see you here. Slight Edges, Mark from Minnesota, great to see you here. Pink Gal Pink. And on this scope, thank you for inviting your followers. Trevor, everybody, hello, hello, hello. Let's get some action going on here. Welcome. Show us the money. Good Guys 40, great to see you here. Now, I know, yes, I have honestly earned that much. I know this is going to be one of the things that came up, okay? You know how much to the penny, haha, you're great. Oh yeah, I know how much to the penny. Yes, I do know how much to the penny. Yes, guys, I knew I was going to get, I'm going to show you some stuff to prove this, or at least to demonstrate to you. I can't prove it without a shadow of doubt. There'll always be people that say, oh, little green kitty, yes, I enjoyed sending that Twitter message. Andrew Strauss, great to see you here. Hello from Orange County, Cali. Okay, guys, great. So I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur since the year 2000. My name is Michael Cheney. I teach you how to scope for cash. You can check me out. Hello, Mrs. Kamara. You can check me out at scopeforcash.com. Now, this is a very special broadcast. I basically decided to share with you my 5 biggest mistakes that I've made in my entire internet marketing career. Okay, I've been doing this since 2000. Hey, Marta, great to see you here. I actually, to be honest, I built my first website in about 1994. So I've been doing this a little bit longer, but I've been kind of full-time since the year 2000, okay? And in that time, yes, I have made close to $7 million online in sales, okay? Selling digital products, selling my own products, promoting other people's products, selling coaching, public speaking, you name it. Cindy said, your recent scope title freaked me out, so I didn't watch it. I can't remember. I come up with these really freaky titles. I can't remember what the last one was. What was? Oh yeah, what the flip? Your scope sucks so bad I want to kill myself. Is that the one? So yeah, it had guns in it. It was a little bit over the top. I was just kind of having a bit of fun. So thank you for all the hearts, guys. Remember, at any time, if you enjoy what you see, you can. Hands up. You can tap the screen and give me hearts. Thank you for inviting your followers. Corey Real, get to the point, man. Get to the point. I'm broke. I need money in like 3 seconds. Go! Okay, we'll get to the point. So, let's give you the first tip before Corey's head explodes. I know that you need some money right now on this scope. I'm literally going to hand it to you, Corey. So, tip number 1, right? This is the first mistake that I've made making all this money in the 15 years that I've been doing online marketing, okay? The first mistake is trying to go your own way. Okay, thank you for inviting followers, Mick Williams. We are having a sharing contest. I know Corey wants me to get to the point, but I've got to squeeze this in. We're having a sharing contest this week. You will win a special prize. If you get picked, you've got to invite your followers, okay? So click the little dude here, invite your followers along. Corey, sorry to keep you hanging. Right. The number 1 mistake, or the first mistake, is thank you for inviting your followers, Vincent DePiper. I appreciate it. Yes, it's ridiculous and amusing, but we have fun. We like the sound effects, okay? It's fun. So the first money tip is I tried to go my own way and invent my own stuff, okay? Thank you, D-Bird, for sharing on Twitter. So what I did is, when I first got into internet marketing, I was in a full-time job. I was working 9 to 5, and then I would come home, and from 6 p.m. till midnight, thank you for inviting followers, Corey, I would then work on my internet business, Monday through Friday, and I'd work all day, every day, on the weekend as well. And when I first got into this, I was, bearing in mind, this is back in sort of the late 90s, early 2000s, something like that, and I would look at the stuff that was on the internet, and there's probably people here that aren't even, tell me if you see this comment, think chat's playing up. Yes, I see this comment. There are probably people on here right now. Thank you for inviting followers, people. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing on Twitter. Thank you for inviting your followers. By the way, guys, if you're going to share this out, get your Periscope people on here, okay? Because I teach you how to scope for cash, and what I'm going to share with you, what I am going to get into this, is the 5 mistakes that I've made, the 5 biggest mistakes that I've made during my 15-year internet marketing career. Okay, and what I used to do is I used to look at, thank you for sharing on Twitter, I used to look at the what was on the internet back then. And as I was saying, I bet there are probably some people on this scope right now who weren't even born back then. It's kind of terrifying. But I used to look at what was on the internet, and there weren't that many kind of internet marketing experts back then. There weren't really that many people doing it full time, so there wasn't a lot of advice. But the people that were there, I didn't really like the way that they were kind of presenting themselves, if you see what I mean. I didn't like these long form sales letters. I didn't like the pictures that they were using, so I've got an itchy nose. I didn't like the pictures that they were using and this kind of stuff. And I thought, you know what? I want to do this. I want to teach people internet marketing, and I want to sell digital info products on the internet. But I want to do it in a different way, right? I want to do it in a more a direct way. I don't want this long form sales letter. I don't want to use this kind of language and so on. So I went off and I did it in my own way, right? I invented my own kind of style of presenting, my own kind of style of delivering content, my own kind of style of trying to sell stuff. And it was an absolute rip-roaring failure, okay? I got it wrong. I got it totally wrong. And the reason that I got it wrong is I was trying to reinvent the wheel, right? I was looking at stuff that was on the internet, and I thought, well, yeah, I know it's working for them. Your phone is dying. Sorry to hear that, dude. So yeah, I looked at what was working, and I thought, well, no, I don't want to do it that way. I'm going to reinvent it, okay? I'm going to reinvent it on my own and do it in my own way. That is a bad move, okay? And that is the first. Thank you, Gina, for tweeting and favoriting this scope right now. I really appreciate that. What's I saying? Yeah. So that was the wrong thing to do. Don't reinvent the wheel. If you see something that works, if you see a lot of people doing something, if you see an expert that's already been there and done it and says, look, you should do this, go and do it, right? Swallow the ego pill, swallow your pride, and go off and do it. And I think part of the mistake that I made, and that cost me 2 years, by the way, 2 years in my internet marketing career, I slaved away. Exactly. Yes, Cindy, thank you for replicating here. Big mistake number one. You can convert these and turn it around into lessons. I'm using this as mistakes, the 5 biggest mistakes that I made. But the first biggest mistake is trying to invent something on my own, trying to come up with something brand new. Marketing, sales, all this stuff's been around for thousands and thousands of years, right? You don't want to try and come up with something that's never been done before. You don't want to be a pioneer, because pioneers, what happens to pioneers? Let's have a little guessing game here. What happens to pioneers? Use the chat box. What happens to pioneers, guys? Have a guess. Come on, use the little chat box. I know there's a little bit of a lag. They starve. Yes. They starved. Yes, they're broke. They found countries. Well, yeah, they did find countries. There's not what I'm looking for. They get lost. Yes. Disease. There's not what I'm looking for. Good guesses. What else happens to pioneers? They blaze the way. Yes. You don't know. Okay. I thought somebody might get it. What happens to pioneers is they get arrows in their back. Right? They get arrows in their back because they're the first in there. Now, yes, of course, they work harder and they get their things stolen. They get their things stolen. Right? We're not talking about stealing. We're not talking about copying things. We're talking about modeling. Right? We're talking about modeling. So they get killed by Indians. Exactly. They get arrows in their back. Right? Pioneers get arrows in their back. You don't want to be the absolute first to do something. You might be the kind of person that says, oh yeah, but if I'm the first to invent this thing, then maybe I'll be this amazing inventor. Well, yeah, possibly. Personally, I'd rather go where the pioneers have already been, but not too late, if you know what I mean. Quit. Pioneers quit. I don't think quite, or maybe you're saying that you quit, Corey. You're a man of very few words. So yeah, that's the mistake that I made. I was trying to be a pioneer and go off on my own and do my own thing, and it didn't work. I made zero money online for the first 2 years. So that was mistake number one. Haseen, thank you for following me. By the way, guys, I get a notification up on my screen here because I've got a beta version of Periscope. I am a Periscope beta tester. I'm testing out a few new features right now that I cannot tell you about. It's absolutely killing me, but it's awesome. But it means, as part of this, because I've got 2 installs on my phone, which I'm obviously talking to on my phone right now, I've got one installation of Periscope, which is the one I'm using to broadcast on. I've got another installation that shows me notifications. Dude, you have not really told us much. I've told you not to copy stuff. We're in tip number 1. If you didn't keep giving me these ridiculous comments, then maybe I'd move on. Where's the heart song? The heart song is here. Okay, guys. I can see a few people. Exactly. Patience, guy. Lee Kubert, chill down, right? Chill the F down. Everything will be revealed in due course. Yes, yes. So, Mr. Cuba, take a chill pill. We're moving on to mistake number 2. And if you don't like what I see, just get the F out, okay? I'm not bothered. Number 2 is not starting soon enough, okay? Not starting soon enough. This is a big mistake. A lot of people, squirrel, a lot of people don't get started as an entrepreneur or making money or doing Periscopes or starting their first broadcast or selling stuff on Periscope. They don't start soon enough. They come up with all these reasons. They're like, oh, well, you know, but yeah, I'm just waiting to get this ready. I just need to get these things in line. I just need to get my ducks in a row. I just need to stare out the window. I just need to pick my nose for 2 hours. I just need to watch TV in the evening and wait for my brain to rot away and waste away in a life of desperation. Whatever, get your ass into gear, get off your tush and start doing it, because I totally regret not starting as an entrepreneur soon enough. I've only had one job ever, okay, as an adult, and I did it for 2 years, and it was 2 years too long, okay. I should not have done it. I should have just quit after the first week and set up as an entrepreneur. Has it happened? I did it for 2 years and quit. It was the largest company in the world. Yes, disappear, Lee. Yes, yes. Okay, Lee's out of the house. So, I should have got out there sooner, right? I should have quit that job. So if you're in a position where you think, oh, will I go for it? Should I take the risk? Should I take that chance? Should I take the leap of faith? Yes, you should, and you should do it right away. Okay, so that was mistake number 2, is not getting started soon enough. By the way, if you've turned up to this scope, looking at my subject, and you think I'm going to teach you on like a 20-minute scope how to make $6 million, get a freaking grip, okay? I'm giving you the biggest mistakes, the biggest lessons that I've learned over my 15-year career in the course of 20 minutes, right? That's the best I could do. Divas Treasure Chest, thank you for following me. I appreciate that. Right. Number 3. Are you ready for tip number 3? If you're ready for mistake number 3, then... Thank you for the hearts, guys. I see lots of pink hearts. I see one green heart. I think somebody just fell on their phone by accident. A few yellow hearts. Somebody's just woken up. Another one green heart. That's obviously Corey or something. Yes, exactly. P.I. Mike, you won the book. It's still here. I will get it sent. I was going to go to the post office today, but it's absolutely pissing it down with rain, so I thought, oh, I won't bother. But it is there. You are going to get it. We're running a sharing contest this week. Everybody that shares gets entered into a competition. I'm able to see in my statistics everybody that shares my scopes afterwards, okay? Everybody that shares, the more times that you share and invite your followers in, the more times you get entered into competition. And you, if you get picked, you will win the Scope for Cash program, which you can check out over at Scope for Cash, and do this in the right way, scopeforcash.com. Okay, it's my breakthrough training program. It's just been released. It shows you how to turn your scopes into money. You'll get a free copy of that. It's $97 normally. You'll get a free copy of that if you get picked as the winner. But you have to invite your followers. Click the little Perry dude, invite your followers. It's the Periscope people I want you to invite in. Yes, you can post on Facebook, Twitter. That's great. Obviously, the more times you invite, the more times you get entered. Okay. You gave me some hearts, let me reward you with mistake number 3, which is forgetting that it's about people. I've done this probably twice. Like all good mistakes, it was worth repeating, right? In internet marketing, I've made this mistake where I've forgotten it's about people. I've got involved in the technology. I've got involved in the products and the whiz-bang things and the gadgets and stuff like that. I thought, oh yeah, let me just do this. And I can just sit at home and I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to interact with anybody. And I can make all this money from the internet. I'm going to make like $1 bajillion. No, okay, no. Does not work that way. Okay, it has to be about the people. The first kind of couple of years that I started, which also coincided with me trying to do things on my own and not learning from experts, I had this mantra. Yeah, I'm going to make $1 million. 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 That was my mantra, right? And during those 2 years, I made $0. Okay, $0. And the reason was it was all about me. I just didn't get it back then. I didn't get it. I was like, how can I make $1 million? What can I do to make $1 million? What's the quickest way for me to make $1 million? How can I make $1 million as quickly as possible? Garbage. Didn't work. What I did is I switched it around. How can I help as many people as possible, as quickly as possible? When you turn it around, I don't want to get all woo-woo and secret on you. I'm not going to suddenly imagine like a red bike and all this bollocks, because quite frankly, the secret is 99% tosh. Okay? You've got to take action on this stuff. But what I'm trying to tell you here is you've got to you've got to take action, right? You've got to take action. You've got to actually implement what you want to do, right? You've got to implement what you will do, and you've got to put other people first, right? So when I switch this around, thank you for all the hearts, guys. I really appreciate it. Obviously, somebody with the yellow and pink, the cerise hearts. My wife's been teaching me different colours. Is going to town here, so thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, what I was doing is exactly helping off. Yeah, that's a Zig Ziglar quote. I was trying to get to that. Thank you, Mick. You've really helped me. Zig Ziglar said, "If you help enough people get what they want, then you'll always get what you want." So you switch it around, and it sounds kind of woo-woo, new agey, but it does actually work. And when I switched that around, I started making money. I got to $1 million pretty quickly, and I've surpassed that and beyond several times over in the years since then by focusing on people, right? As I'm doing right now on this scope, right? I'm not pitching the crap out of you. I'm not selling something. I'm giving up my time of an evening here in the UK and Scotland to give you some insights that I've used to help me generate several $1 million, nearly $7 million in sales since the year 2000, okay, by putting people first. Now, of course, it will come back to me in spades. People are inviting people are sharing, people watch this replay and give hearts and all that stuff. And obviously it's going to help me indirectly. But if I just came onto this and said, right guys, give me a bunch of hearts. Yeah, I'm not saying anything until you give me hearts, pay me money. I'm not going to give you any information until you pay me money. It's not going to work, right? So that's one of the mistakes that I've made, is forgetting that it was about people. You've got to remember your business, whether it's selling your, designer sunglasses, whether you're selling perfume, whether you're selling essential oils, whether you're a travel agent, whether you're a coach or a healer or an internet marketer, whatever it is, it's not about you, it's about helping people. Just ask yourself the question, always, what is the best way that I can quickly help the most number of people? Once you unlock that and you keep doing that again and again and again and again and again, the money will come to you. Now, there's obviously a certain point, there's a cut-off point in this. You've got to make sure that you're not giving the whole farm away. Some people get this wrong and they think, yeah, I'm going to move the free line. I'm going to give so much free stuff away. People are going to absolutely love me. I'll give all this free content away. I'll do nothing all day but create articles and post YouTube videos and put cool videos up on Facebook and share amazing quotes and do scopes and all that. Oh, God. And the money's just going to come flooding in. No, it ain't, okay? No, it is not. You've got to respect yourself and you've got to respect your own time. You've got to get the balance right, okay? You've got to give people something. You've got to give them value, but don't give the whole farm away, right? Don't spend all your time creating free stuff. Pretty much the only free stuff that I do is this, right now, the scopes, okay? That is it. I don't do any other form of free content at all, but I do give a lot of value on these scopes, and hopefully you agree with that. Okay. We've got two more to go. I've also got some news for those of you that may not have heard it, some news about Periscope, my involvement with Periscope. Okay, number 4. That's a very relevant question, James, because number 4 is not building a list sooner. So let me just answer your question. What's your main way of building a list? There are many ways you can build it. You have to get a list, right? And this is almost weird how you came up with that. The fourth biggest mistake, or the mistake number 4 that I made in generating this income, that if I hadn't made it, I would have made more money even quicker, and you need to not make this mistake, is not building a mailing list sooner. When I first started out, for the first few years, I was putting content out, I was even promoting other people's products, I was building web pages and stuff like this, but I wasn't building a list. I know, it's incredible. I wasn't getting people on a mailing list. And even when I did get them on a mailing list, finally, so that I could email them at a touch of a button and email several thousand people, I wasn't selling anything, right? I was just giving free content. Again, stupidly thinking if I give enough value over and over and over and over, then when I do sell something, they'll buy it. Well, no, it doesn't work. If you give too much free stuff over and over and over, when you do finally pitch something, guess what? They revolt, okay? They absolutely revolt. Surely everyone builds a list and it gets flooded. That makes no sense, Trevor. No, it doesn't get flooded. Your list is built around you. Are you a fan of like free video series? I'll talk about this in a sec. We'll get into the details. But the list is built around you. You're unique. Everyone here is unique, right? You are unique. There's only one of you on the planet, so your list is specific to you. It's got your language, it's got your style, it's got your knowledge, it's got your tips, it's got your way of speaking and interacting with people, and therefore it's different. So it's not flooded. There aren't a bunch of 1,001 other Trevors that have joined. Yes, Little Game Kitty, there are Periscope groups that you can join and build followers quickly. That's right. If people set up these Periscope groups and you'll cross-promote each other's stuff, you can definitely do that. It's a good way. But that's not getting people on your list. Getting people on your list is getting them to enter their email address so that you can email them, right? having people on Periscope is great, but you've got to get people off Periscope as well, okay? And the way that I do that, I'm just going to give you a blank pitch fest right now, is to go to scope4cash.com. Scope4cash.com. Go to that website, scope4cash.com, and you'll see all the information that I will teach you on how to turn your scopes into cash, okay? Scope4cash.com. So, that was the mistake number 4, was not building a list sooner. My main way of building a list and getting people into an email list is doing product launches, releasing products, getting other people to promote those products, and then getting a list from that. Okay, that's the main way that I build my list at the moment. But I've used all kinds of ways. You know, YouTube videos, obviously Periscope. You know, I've got my URL, scopeforcash.com is in my Periscope bio. You know, I've done freebie giveaways. Pass the income, welcome. Great to see you here. So yeah, there's tons of different ways that you can build a list. And somebody said, yeah, upselling, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, we'll get into that. That's an entire different scope for a different occasion. But yeah, once you've got people in the list, then give value, give free stuff, but then don't hang around to sell stuff. Okay, what I do, and you may have seen this if you've joined the email list, one of my email lists. I basically say, you know, when they first come in, I say, look, guys, if you've joined my email list, you know, to get free stuff and not to save yourself having to buy money and grow your business and invest in your business, just unsubscribe, okay? Because I don't want you on here. It's not a freebie seekers, tire kickers list. It's about giving you a sneak preview so that you can make the right investment decision. You might choose not to invest, but you need to be in the game of wanting to invest. If you're just here to get free tire kicking information, you may as well leave. So that's what I tell people. Thank you, Trevor. That's what I tell people, right? When they join the list, I'm very, very clear and transparent about it and say, look, this is not a freebie seekers thing. I'm not going to give you free stuff out the wazoo for the next five months or 5 years or even 5 days. I'm going to give you a bit of stuff so you can see what this product's like and make a buying decision. But then I'm out of there, right? So don't think that you can just come and leech off me. So you've got to be careful. You've got to get the fine line. Welcome back, Mike. You've got to get the fine line between giving value, giving free stuff, and pitching people, right? Which is what I'm trying to do on the scope. Occasionally, I will say, look, go and buy the program, scope for cash, scope for cash, scope for cash, intermingled with me giving value here, right? So if you've enjoyed this content so far, right? If you've enjoyed this content, if you're getting value from it, let me just recap. If you just joined, my name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur since the year 2000. I am telling you on this scope and teaching you the 5 biggest mistakes that I've made whilst making close to $7 million on the internet since the year 2000. We've spoken about number one was trying to invent, number one mistake was trying to invent stuff, right? Trying to reinvent the wheel rather than just modeling what already works. Number 2 was not getting started soon enough, being nervous and jittery, but you've got to make that leap of faith. Number 3 was forgetting it's all about people. Business is all about people. You've got to get in there, interact with people, help people, get on the phone, get on forums, and all this kind of stuff. Number 4 was not building a mailing list sooner. So if you've got value from this so far, then please
Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart, give me.
Okay, guys, thank you for the hearts. I see lots of orange ones, lots of cerise ones, some yellow ones, a couple of red ones, a couple of purple ones, a couple of green ones. There's got to be some brown here. There's brown, there's brown. Who is brown? Who did I just push off the fence there? Was that Pamela? Or was it Cindy? Could have been Cindy. Okay, guys, let's crack on with tip number 5. Then what we're going to do, if I can remember, and please somebody remind me if I forget, is we'll go and take a look at the overall heart count. So I know a lot of you are interested how far we're getting on the heart count. What are we at to? I think the last time we looked at about 125,000 hearts. We're going to have a look at that, and I'm going to show you the Scope for Cash program. I'm going to give you a sneak insider look inside the members area. Okay. You are very welcome. Thank you. By the way, guys, let me just segue real quickly. If you're not following me already and you want to get more information on how to make money online and how to make money from scopes and how to scope for cash, you need to click this little dude here, or dudette, right? If you're watching live, you'll see a picture of me speaking live on stage. Click follow. Okay, that way you'll be notified of my future broadcast. Okay, very, very important that you do that, otherwise you'll miss out, quite frankly. And the world will end if you don't follow me. That's just official. Periscope announced it earlier today. So, hello, Jibby. Great username, Jibby. Mistake number 5. Mistake number 5 is not buying knowledge from experts to get a shortcut. Okay. Now, I haven't put this in here because I just happen to have a program that teaches you how to make money from Periscope at all, okay? It's just the hard fact. There was a guy called Cory Rudel. I want you to use the chat box right now. Does anybody know Cory Rudel? Have you heard the name Cory Rudel? Does that mean anything to any of you? Cory Rudel. Mike318 at PI Max says no. Cory Rudel. Does it mean anything? Here we go. Okay. Laptop entrepreneur bought his course. Okay, cool. No, few notes. Okay. Cory Rudel is one of the very first internet marketing experts on the planet. This is going back into the late 90s. This guy was a legend. He was absolutely everywhere. He's a multi-millionaire. I was just starting out in the late 90s. I had zero money. I hadn't made any money online. This guy was like almost like a demigod, right? He was unreachable, untouchable. Hey, Woo360. Great to see you here. I think you're a long-time Chaniac, right? Woo60, I'm sure I've seen you before. Yeah, Cory Rudel was this guy, and he was an American. No, he was a Canadian guy. I think he was Canadian. I was American anyway. He's since died, by the way. He died in a car crash. It was very, very sad. In about in about 2005, I think it was 2005 or 6. But anyway, back in the day, Cory Rudel had this program. I can't remember what it was called. Internet marketing, something or other. And I saw it a few times in my early internet marketing career when I was just starting out. I used to work for my one-bedroom apartment as it was back then. And I saw this program over and over, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to work it out myself. I'm going to work this out. I'm a smart guy, you know. I can do this. I'll put it all together. I'll put all the pieces together myself. I don't need to buy this. As I said before, 2-3 years went by. I made no money. I tried to put it all together. I tried to put all the pieces together on my own. I tried to invent some of the pieces in my own to fit in the gaps, and I made zero money. And then I started investing. Right, I invested in a coach. I got some mentors. I put some hard money down. We're talking thousands of dollars, and I started to make money, a lot of money. And then about a year after that, somebody sent me a recommendation, said, "Oh, you should buy Cory Rudel's course. He's got a new course out." I was like, "Oh yeah, cool. I forgot about that guy." So I went and bought it. And man, it was awesome. And I was like, oh, it was like a double-edged sword. The first thing I was like, well, firstly, I was grateful for the information. I was like, oh, this is superb. You know, it catapulted my business even further. But at the same time, I was thinking, shit, if I'd have bought this 3 years ago, think of where I could be right now. And I still regret that. So I'm telling you this right now for one big reason, right? You must invest in experts that have done what you want to do. Okay, you have to do that. It's simple. Swallow the pride, as I said before. Take the hit on your ego and just buy something from an expert. Get something that's going to get you that shortcut, because it's worth its weight in gold. Okay, and I've done it time and time again. Tony Robbins always talks about this. Model what works. Now, ideally, yeah, you could, if you're totally strapped for cash, you don't have any money whatsoever, i.e. you don't have electricity, you're not watching the scope, and somehow you're just living under a bridge, then of course you can't invest in experts. But the fact that you're on Periscope, you're in the modern world, you have enough money to invest in experts. Success leaves clues. That's it. Thank you, Mick. You the man. Thank you. So you need to invest in experts, okay? Now, in terms of expertise, I'm not the world's most expert internet marketer. I mean, there are guys that have made a lot more than me. There are guys that have made a lot more quicker than me. There are guys that have been doing it longer than me. But I've made close to $7 million online, okay? So in a lot of people's eyes, hey, Rick Wynn, it's great to see you here. In a lot of people's eyes, I am an expert. And I've certainly invested more than 10,000 hours in internet marketing, okay? So, a lot of people qualify this thing. Hey, Kaz, great to see you here. You're late. Where have you been? I certainly qualify for that 10,000 hours that people say you need to become an expert, okay? So, invest in yourself. Exactly. You've got to do this. You have to do this. So if you're trying to get a bigger profile on Periscope, if you want to make money by doing Periscope, if you want to make money online, then I suggest and strongly recommend that you invest in my Scope for Cash program. It's called Scope for Cash. You can find it at scopeforcash.com. It will be, by the way, doubling in price, okay? Before the end of the week. It will be doubling in price before the end of the week. Now, let me show you. I promised I was going to show you Little Green Kitty, how much is it? It's $97. I'm going to show you our heart count here. 1 second. Because people were asking where we are on the overall heart count. Let me do a backflip. Okay, so here we are on the overall heart count. Okay. Hey Charlene, great to see you here. We are zooming up to 137,000 hearts, guys. So thank you for all the hearts coming in, and to you on the replay giving hearts as well. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you for inviting your followers, Charlene. You rock. Okay, so hearts, if you're new to Periscope, the more hearts you get, the better ranked you get, the more kind of credibility you have, the more kudos you get, and the more followers and viewers you attract. Okay, so it's great to get hearts. Let me do a flip here for a second. Yes, that's right, past the income. Only 500 hearts count in a broadcast. If you're giving more than 500 hearts, if you leave the broadcast and come back in, it resets. You can give another 500. If you give 1,000 or 2,000 on one broadcast, only 500 will count to that total that I've just shown you. And yes, you can give hearts on a replay, and they do count to your overall total as well. So very, very useful information to know. Okay. So what I said I was also going to do, thank you for all the hearts, guys. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. What I want to do is show you inside the Scope for Cash members area. Yeah, there was, right, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, somebody, I have you like 4,000. Yeah, sorry, Greek. Yeah, there's a limit. There is a limit to what adds to that total. It's 500, so if you leave the room and then come back in, it will reset and you can add another 500. So, yeah, I want to show you inside this trainer, okay, so you can see exactly what you're getting. So, because there's some cool stuff which I don't even talk about on the main page here, and I know some of you want to see this. So, I know, in fact, we've got guys on here that have already invested in this. I know, we did a bunch of sales yesterday. We only went live with it yesterday. It's brand new out of the gate. It's pretty much well, I'll just show you. Let's do a backflip here. Okay, so here we are inside the program. Okay, so step one, obviously in the members area, I'm getting people to follow me so they're going to get free information, right? Obviously, you're not paying for that. Step number two is you can earn money promoting the How to Scope for Cash program, right? If you know people that want to make money from Periscope or want to get better on Periscope, get more followers, hearts, and viewers, you can recommend the How to Scope for Cash program to them, and you'll get paid $48.50 every time you do that. But you can only get this inside the members area. You have to become a customer to get access to this. Next, this is the How to Scope for Cash book, okay? There's a book here. It's about 50 pages long. It's everything that I know about Periscope. Bearing in mind, I've only been doing this for a short number of weeks. I've already got 800 followers. I've already got 135,000 hearts. It takes most guys about, I would say on average, about 2 to 3 months to do this. So I know some stuff. I've immersed myself in Periscope. I'm able to do that because I work internet marketing full time. I'm not living with my mum. I'm not holding down a job. I'm making money every single day. So I started scoping, I think about a month ago. Bonus number one, quick start video guide to get your first 1,000 followers fast. Then you get this. This is really cool. This is the top secret gadget list. It shows you all the gadgets that you need for Periscope, which is pretty cool. There's something really cool that I want to show you in a second, which is kind of unprecedented. This is 47 killer swipe and deploy scope titles. Okay, a lot of guys struggle to write the cool titles which actually get you viewers. You'll notice how my titles always evoke curiosity. You cannot ignore them. You want to come in and see what it's about. You get 47 of these to use as your own as part of this. Okay. Hey Lords, great to see you here. This is the big one. Okay, this is the big one. Let me just try and rest this because I'm a little bit wobbly here. You get, hey B Positive 3, you get access all areas, VIP pass, direct consultations with me, okay? And you get this for, check this, 90 days, okay? 90 days. Hey Kaz, great to see you here. You is late. This means you can get all your Periscope questions answered directly from me, one-on-one, okay? You get this as part of the program. Yeah, I did notice you weren't here for the last one, so great to see you here. So yeah, that is it. That is it inside the program. Let me let's backflip here. Okay, guys. So for those of you that have just joined, I know a few people have just joined, jumped on. Lords, look, I've not asked for this. This is an unsolicited testimonial. I bought the course already. Love the first video on the bio. Good stuff. I hope you've gone through the book as well, Lords. So guys, if you've just joined, we're just recapping. I'll just do a quick recap on the 5 top mistakes. Not that they're top mistakes. They should be like the 5 biggest mistakes that I've made in my 15-year internet marketing career, generating close to $7 million online. Number 1 is trying to reinvent the wheel, okay? Not copying what works, but trying to go it on your own and piece it all together. It's a total disaster. I wasted years of my life doing that. Don't do that. Mistake number 2 was not getting started soon enough. Hey, John, great to see you here. John Thornhill is in the building. Wait a second, John. I messed that up. Let's just try that again. John Thornhill is in the building. Yes, John Thornhill deserves a fanfare. So, welcome, John. So yeah, mistake number 2 is not getting started soon enough. Kind of dithering, sitting on the fence, thinking, oh yeah, well, I don't want to do my first scope, or I don't want to do, my first thing. Or, hey, Gracie, great to see you here. I don't want to make that first, leap, and I'm in my comfort zone. I so wish I'd have joined, I'd become an entrepreneur sooner. I've only had a job. Hey, Chuck, great to see you. I've only had a job. Chuck is another buyer, by the way. Chuck, who's just joined. He's also bought How to Scope for Cash. I bought it, I think, yesterday, right? Chuck, let me know. Use the chat box and let me know how you're finding it. Not getting started. Hey, Breeze, to you, great to see you here. Not getting started soon enough. Right, I really wish that I didn't even have that job for 2. I had my very first and last only ever job. I did it for 2 years. I should have quit after 2 days. Screw that, okay? So not getting started soon enough, that was mistake number 2. Farbhoff Eins, welcome to the building. Use the chat box, Farbhoff, unless you're a web viewer. Oh no, you won't be a web viewer. Hey John, how come you're still getting your emails and your shopping? Doesn't make sense to me. How do I get the book you mentioned in the replay? Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. What you do is you wait for me to pull my finger out, and I will add it into the members area tomorrow. Customer magnet. Okay, cool. Do you continue to invest in courses? Oh, for shizzles I do. That's my bookcase over there. Okay, full of books. You can see some of the courses up at the top. I've invested in mentors. I, paid mentors, $5,000 a month to work with them. Always invest in education. Buy shortcuts. It's simple. The most successful people haven't worked it out on their own. They piggybacked on the shoulders of giants. Okay, I ain't, James. Dave Hollywood, welcome to see you here. So we're just doing a quick recap. For those of you that joined late, it seems to be a little flurry of people coming in here, so I just want to do a quick recap. Mistake number 3 was forgetting that it's about people, kind of focusing on the technology and focusing on the internet and focusing on the whiz bangs and the products, when really it's about people. It's about having the interaction like this, right? That's why I love Periscope. You get so close to people. I feel like we're in the room together. It's awesome, and that's what business should be about, is about people. If you forget that and you lose sight of that and you think it's all about the money, it's all about your product, it's all about your service, it's all about what you do, boom, you have lost. Mistake number 4 was not building a list sooner. You've got to start building a mailing list. If you can take anything away from this scope, anything at all, apart from, other than buying a program, Scope for Cash at scopeforcash.com, scopeforcash.com, scopeforcash.com. Was that a subliminal thing? I don't know what happened there. Apart from that, what you should take away is you've got to put a web address in your profile in Periscope that drives people to an opt-in page to get them on your mailing list. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about and all of that sounds gobbledygook, trust me, it makes money. If you want to know how to do it, buy the program Scope for Cash. I'm just being serious. I can't go through all of that in a 20-minute scope. It ain't going to happen. And mistake number 4 was not buying knowledge from experts. Not buying knowledge from experts is a massive mistake. It cost me 3 years of my life. I could have shortcutted those 3 years. Have been making money a lot sooner. I didn't do it. It was very, very painful. I still regret it. Here, Lord says, he says exactly what to do step by step. So yeah, Lords has already bought it. Chuck's already bought it. I know we've got some other guys here. I'm trying to see here. I'm trying to tie up the people that we've got here with the people that have invested in this already, but I can't do it. It's too difficult. Passive income. Thank you for that. 80 Trivia Bob, thank you for that. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the shares. Okay, guys, if you've got value from this, if you've enjoyed this scope, if you think that you can take this information and actually apply it, okay, if it's going to actually change how you operate and what you do in your life and in your business, then please.
Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart, give me hands up.
Okay, guys, thank you for the hearts. See lots of purple hearts. We've got lots of yellow hearts, a couple of red ones, a couple of orange ones, a green one, a couple of green ones, a couple of green ones. So yeah, you get a different colour every time. I'm telling you so you can check your scope after. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have a look right now and it'll tell me. But we're getting so many hearts in, I can't, I'm not going to know the total and what exactly contributes to the total, if that makes sense. So it is a little bit confusing. Okay, your day is complete. That is awesome. Oh, with the music. Yeah, is the music now in your head? Let's do it again. Hey Lords, I know you love this music. This music will stick in your head forever, okay? You'll have it going around your head the whole day. And I've got some new music, Lords. You missed it. We've got some new stuff. We've got some guessing tunes for... Let's just see if we can have a guessing game here. What was I going to talk about? Okay. I've been made... Let's do this. Let's do this. Yes. Breaking news, people. Welcome to Periscope News headquarters with myself, Michael Cheney, direct from Aberdeen, Scotland. What's happening right now is I am telling you that I have been made a beta tester for Periscope. Yes, I'm officially a beta tester for Periscope now, which means I've got the latest version of Periscope, which most people in the world ain't got. I've got it on my phone right now. Yes, it's official blank newspapers. Actually, it's got PI Mike's address on it here. I'm going to show it all, but Mike, this is the address where I'm supposed to be sending... There we go. I'm supposed to be sending your book to. Okay. Is that how I got to almost 7 million? Yes, just by doing that, shuffling these papers. If you shuffle papers like that, you will get to $7 million. It's an almost proven fact. So, I've got all these different beta tests that I've beta things that I've been using on the beta version, but I'm not able to talk about them. It's extremely frustrating. But as soon as they go live, I'll know how to use them. I'll know how they work inside and out because I've got access to the beta version. And of course, it's a good job you've got patience, Mike. This is going to be running forever and ever. Of course, you will hear about it first. So I want you to. What else? I've got some here. Oh yes! Excellent! I got to kick somebody out.
Kick out the house. You got to kick out the house. Hip house. Kick out the house. So good.
Yes, I finally got to use the douchebag troll tune. I've had that for like weeks. I never get a troll, and somebody trolled me, and he got the song. Bang.
Kick out the house. You got to kick out the house. Hip house. Kick out the house. So good.
Excellent. You see, exactly, I've had that song sitting there waiting for just such a douchebag. And he probably thought, oh, I'll really piss this guy off. I'm really going to offend him. He won't be able to sleep at night. He's made my freaking day. Okay, guys, that's it. Enough of the madness. It must end. See you on the next scope. Make sure you click the little Periscope dude. I'm losing it. Periscope dude, click him, make sure you follow me, otherwise you'll miss everything, the world will end, it'll be a total disaster. Go and buy Scope for Cash. A bunch of people have already bought it on this scope, you've already seen it. Scope4cash.com if you want to make money from Periscope. If you don't, go and do a Periscope of you smoking reefers, racing snails, and you know, filming your girlfriend asleep or whatever it is you do. Mike, will I go to the post office? If it's a dry day tomorrow, I may well do. That's it. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the shares. And thank you for inviting your followers. And thank you for being you. And I will see you on the next scope.